on, guys? It's your boy Alex West Collects here, bringing you the most in-depth action figure reviews here on YouTube. And today we're taking like Hasbro Marvel Legends Deadpool and Wolverine movie figures featuring Wolverine and Deadpool with Logan. I actually pre-ordered these off of Amazon. I'm surprised they came in so quick because these weren't supposed to be in stock for, I think, November, December, but the date just kept getting closer and closer, and they shipped and they arrived. These figures do look great in the packaging. I absolutely love the smaller Marvel Legends boxes that we have been getting. They're sleek, but they still kind of like have that collector's like mind in there where you can still see all the accessories and the figure itself. Love the window box. Again, do like the slimmer packaging personally. You can see the nameplates here. You got Wolverine and Deadpool with Marvel's Logan. You got the Marvel Legends logo up top. Wolverine and Deadpool movie logo here down low. Up top, you'll see the Deadpool logo. Flipping over to the side, you'll see Deadpool and Wolverine with the Marvel Legends logo down at the bottom. The nameplates on the other side with some awesome images. Take a look at the back here. We're going to go full on in depth with both these guys, compare them with some other Hugh Jackman Wolverine figures, but let's get them out of the box and see what they're all about. All right, so here we have our Logan figure out of the box. We're going to take a look at him first. So accessory-wise, you'll get a set of fisted hands. Additionally, you get the Deadpool here. You can see the awesome kind of hat. The propeller actually does move on top of it. Let's zoom in and get a quick close-up look at it. You can see how that kind of skull head looks with the mask. Nice detailing to it. Do like the brown. That the hat is not removable if you guys were curious. Also included is this kind of like flight stand here. And you can see you can just port that through this hole right here and have them displayed on your shelf. Personally, this is probably not going to make my display. Cool accessory included, but you can get a quick look at that on the actual flight stand. Moving on to Logan here, the civilian gear Logan. Let's start with the head sculpt. So that actually does look really good, man. I don't know if it's the same as the suited Wolverine figure. We'll definitely compare it, but it looks awfully similar. Love the traditional Wolverine hair. A great likeness to Hugh Jackman. Love the freaking beard, man. Looks so awesome. You can see he does have like the plaid shirt here underneath. Taking a look at the different designs. Does have the brown belt. Moving on, the pants mold, we've seen this plenty of times before. Kind of like a tan finish to it. Got some wrinkles and some different lines to it. He does have the blue boots underneath. He's supposed to have the Wolverine suit underneath his civilian gear. So that's what, if you guys were curious. You can also see little details with the gloves in his pockets to reflect that. I got some nice little like buttons on the jacket. Kind of like a grayish finish to it. Pinless arms on this figure. If you guys want to get a quick close-up look at the claws while we're here, they do look really nice. You get the fisted hands here with the claws out. Really do like the look of that. Absolutely love Wolverine, one of my favorite Marvel Legends characters, and Hugh Jackman, without a doubt, has been iconic in playing this role. But you can see the back of the jacket. Got a quick look at the hair sculpt. Looks really nice. All in all, no real complaints. I don't know how movie accurate. I believe the jacket may be a little lighter than it's supposed to be, but this figure is pretty awesome. Let's go through some quick articulation for this Logan figure. So the head will fully rotate. Doesn't look up too far. Looks down about that much. The arms will go fully around, and they also do go in and out. You do have the bicep swivel, the double jointed pinless elbows. The hands do rotate and hinge. Your ab crunch will go down a decent amount, not too far back. You do have the waist swivel. There is no drop down hips on this figure, but he does kick up about that much. You have the double jointed pin legs. Again, thigh cut. The feet do hinge up and down and decent ankle rotation. He can do the splits about that much. I think great articulation for a kind of like suited civilian Logan. Here is our yellow suited iconic movie Wolverine. How long have we been asking for a movie with Wolverine in the yellow costume? And here we go. We got him. Hugh Jackman reprising the Wolverine role. It's crazy to see, and you do have him here in figure form to reflect that iconic moment. So he does come with the masked head on the figure itself, and it looks pretty good. We'll definitely take a deep dive, but let's look at the accessories. So this is the odd thing. You get one fisted hand and then one kind of open hand. I would have preferred two fisted gloved hands. You can see the nice detailing here with like the part where the claws retract. Some kind of nice yellow detailing to it with a little texture added to these gloves. And then the figure itself will have the two, obviously, Wolverine claw hands, which you would expect, right? While we're zoomed in, this is the other interchangeable head. You do get your Hugh Jackman head here. And let's bring in the the other civilian Logan. I want to say they're the same. I don't know if it's the way the paint applications are. I don't know if he looks, maybe the eyebrows are painted a little differently to give him a like more matter kind of effect look. But I'm going to say the head sculpt is the same. And while we're at it, you can take a look at the masthead here. This is a nice soft material here where it can kind of move out if you guys want to heat and get more of like the classic comic book look. But you can see a nice different black here. He does have this nice 5 o'clock shadow underneath the mask. You guys want to get a quick look around. Nice texturing throughout the whole suit. That's what looks really nice. It's just so nice and clean. Look at the freaking front of this, man. I will say the yellow is probably a little too bright, but you know what? That's a little nitpicky. I don't really care. I think this figure just looks so awesome and just so fun. See different blues that really pop. The pieces on the shoulder here. Again, moving on to the different designs. Take a look at the side of his gear. Got the X on his belt. And this is kind of like a free-floating piece because mine was like miscentered at first. I was like, wait a minute, is that messed up? But no, it is a free-floating piece. And you can see even the nice studs. It's just like so many details that you can miss if you really don't look. Painted in the silver. Just looks really awesome. You can see how down to his legs. As far as the boots, you got the blue boots with the kind of black straps on them. Just looks really nice. Got the black and blue on the bottom here. All in all, I really love how this figure looks. Again, you can even see the piece on the shoulder. These actually do not move, which we've had those instances where Wolverine figures come with these like shoulder pads that kind of like move to not hinder articulation. But while we're at it, let's go through some quick articulation Wolverine. The head will fully go around. He looks up, not too much. Looks down, not too much either. He's on that ball joint, so it's hard to get different like angles on it. He does have this butterfly joint. Mine's a little stiff, I will be honest, but not the greatest range of motion with butterfly joints here with Marvel Legends. The arm will go all the way around. Does hinge out a little bit. We'll say the shoulder pad here does kind of hinder it when you guys want to bring it out. He does have the bicep cut, the double jointed pinless arms. The hands do rotate and hinge. You do get the ab crunch where it goes a good far about down. About that much back. A little waist swivel for you too. The legs do kick up about that much. You do have the thigh cut, double jointed knees. We'll say my knees are, I want to say maybe a little lower now that I'm looking at it than I'm used to. Maybe the knees are up here usually, but a little stiff on the top, but they do articulate pretty well. No boot cut, unfortunately. The feet do go down. There is ankle rotation as well. Decent articulation, your standard for what you get with Marvel Legends. Let's also, while we're at it, let's swap the head. And you can pop your Hugh Jackman head on here if you guys want to go more. I guess he wore this kind of look more so throughout the movie. And if you guys want to look with the civilian Logan to kind of compare how these guys look side by side. So I do have a problem when it comes to Wolverine. I feel like anytime a new Wolverine figure is released and they give you, especially when they give you an interchangeable head, I always buy two, so we're going to start off our comparison with the most recent Astonishing X-Men Marvel Legends Wolverine. You can see the difference in the suit. I guess the attire is kind of based off of this look. You can see we have the masked head here versus the movie Wolverine figure, and we have the unmasked head here. If you guys were curious to see how the Hugh Jackman head looked versus this one, there's a quick comparison for you guys. Next up, we have what is probably my favorite Wolverine in my collection. We have the X-Men 97 here, again, with the masked head and the unmasked head. You can see the difference in the suit. And if you guys wanted to also see a quick comparison with the Hugh Jackman head versus this animated head here, you can kind of get a quick comparison. Another comparison for you guys. So we have the cell-shaded Wolverine here on the left. And we also, I believe this is the Love Triangle 3-pack Wolverine. If there's anything this Wolverine figure is lacking, it's kind of like a pissed-off screaming scan. I would have loved to seen the neutral head come with the Logan figure, and then maybe a more animated face to come with this Wolverine figure, whether it is with the mask or with the unmasked sculpt. Let's get into some Hugh Jackman Marvel Legends specific figures here. So we do have the Logan figure back for this figure comparison segment. On the right and the left on the outer sides, we do have, I believe this is from the X-Men Origins, Marvel Legends, Hugh Jackman. I did swap out the head with the Amazon figure to get a different look. But you can see, I guess it could be X2 or Origins. These head sculpts are probably the most similar. You can see how it was okay for its time. I think this new Hugh Jackman head is way better. If you guys want to bring in this one as a close-up to get all three here. Kind of hard to squeeze them in the camera. Again, I thought this had a decent likeness too. If you guys want to see the difference with these and the Logan figure. And we definitely will run through some swaps in the next segment. So head swaps, we do have the slick back hair look for Hugh Jackman here. And of course, we have the most recent figure on the leather jacket body. Here is the X2 head on the yellow suited body. We also did put the slick back hair look on the Logan figure. I told you I have a Wolverine problem, so we do have the Amazon exclusive here. I believe that's these two figures. This one's the most recent re-released one. I forgot what it's called, Legacy Series. That did have a different head sculpt included, but I did swap out that Screaming sculpt for the like X2 look with the kind of more pointy hair on one of the tank top bodies. And of course, we do have the other head sculpt with the slick back hair. We definitely will run through some more head swaps, but some quick comparisons of some different Hugh Jackman Marvel Legends figures. We do have the Screaming sculpt on the Wolverine suit body. I will say the head is a little loose if you can see that. We also do have the new Logan head on the tank top body. And there is the Screaming sculpt on the Logan body. And the last Hugh Jackman comparison I have for you guys is the Logan figure when he was more of the grizzled, older kind of Wolverine here. You can see the difference with the thicker beard and the hair. Obviously more of the battle damage, which looks pretty awesome compared to these new Hugh Jackman Marvel Legends figures. A couple more for you guys. We have some X-Men Marvel Legends movie figures. We have Magneto and Professor X. And we also have the original release movie Deadpool figure. Actually did not pick up the new one. I feel like this one was sufficient enough and didn't need a new one for my collection. But if you want to see a Logan / Wolverine next to Deadpool, here it is. If you guys have enjoyed this video review, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think of these brand new Marvel Legends Wolverine figures and if you'll be looking to add them to your collection. While you're there, don't forget to turn on those notification bells. Stay tuned to the newest action figure reviews here on my channel. My personal take on these brand new Hugh Jackman Wolverine figures. I absolutely love them. I think these figures are both a work of art. Obviously, the suited figure is going to be way more in demand than the Logan figure. The Logan figure is what it is. It's a fun figure. It's more of a Street Gear-esque. I'm not crazy about the blue boots. I get it's movie accurate, or it's supposed to be, but I don't know, it just kind of throws it off to me where it's not a must-have for your collection, but it is still a pretty solid figure. I do like the head sculpt, and again, kind of brings me back to some vibes of like the X-Men cartoon where Logan would go out in his Jeep and have his like flannel shirt and the jacket on. But personally, this yellow suited Wolverine, iconic, something we've all wanted. The Hugh Jackman head sculpt is phenomenal. Proportions, I will say, are probably my only complaint about this figure. Something about the legs. I don't know if they just look too long or lanky. But I do like the texturing throughout the suit. The colors do pop, and it might be too bright of a yellow, but I definitely do dig it. I picked up two. I'm going to be displaying one with the Hugh Jackman head as well as the masked head. You get the head pool accessory included with the Logan, so that's also a plus if you guys are a fan. But I say go ahead and grab these figures. They are very fun. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine is one of the most iconic actors to superhero characters, so I highly recommend. These figures are a lot of fun. Before you guys go, don't forget to follow me on Instagram and TikTok at AlexWestCollects. Thank you so much for tuning into this video review, and I'll catch you all on the next one.